So the idea of this section is we're just going to have a kind of break it up a little bit and have a few kind of reflections from some people who've been very successful, right? Who've gone on to do some great things, and we're just going to kind of have a bit of chat about how that happened and how it all worked out. Is that okay? So first of all, what I'd like to do is just do a quick introduction of kind of who you are and a little bit about kind of what you're doing at the moment. Is that all right? Let's start over here. Go for it.
My name's Katy Robinson. I graduated from Wyke in 2017, and I decided to do an apprenticeship instead of going to uni, so I did an apprenticeship in quantity surveying and finished that, and then it moved over to construction project management, which is what I'm doing at the moment. And I was one of the winners of the Top 13 to 30 award this year for Hull and Humber.
Round of applause. Top 30 under 30. Here we go. Excellent. There we go. So that's the welcome to Katy. Right, Becky.
Becky Huxley-Binns, Pro-Vice Chancellor for Education at the University of Hull. That's about it, really. I didn't know I had to think of something interesting.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. Thank you very much for being here. That's lovely. Excellent. Yeah, round of applause. And then Jonathon.
So I'm Jonathon. So I left Wyke in 2018. I studied PE, Business and Geography. I'm now a transport manager at RICS. And I took the apprenticeship route as well in business, and I'm also a top 30 under 30 winner with Katy this year.
Oh. And then last and certainly not least, Matty.
I'm Matty Pinder. I left Wyke 2 years ago. I'm currently reading law at the University of Oxford. And yeah, I'm not yet been as successful as you two. So.
Although, wait a sec, Matty was Principals Awards winner not so very long ago at this same event. So round of applause for Matty, please. Okay, so we've all been very successful. So I thought the first kind of question that we could talk about, maybe that would be most helpful for our wonderful students who are going out there into the world now, is kind of what are the ingredients for success? Like, do you have like a top tip? If you were kind of talking to yourself kind of back when you were 19, 20, what would you say? What would be your top tip? Who's going to start us off on that one? Yes, Jonathan.
I'll go first, Paul. For me, it's confidence. You need to be confident and just apply yourself really into new situations, interviews. Just go in there and feel like you can achieve something and be confident and go and do that and be clear. And that should get on the right tracks.
So just go for it. Excellent.
Yeah, just
so
go for
be
it.
Confident. Why not you? Absolutely. Anyone want to add to that in terms of some tips?
I think it's really important to be passionate about what you do. I think if you're not passionate about the subject or the industry you work in, you're going to find it really difficult to motivate yourself. So definitely working or doing a degree in an industry or a subject that you're interested in is the way to go.
Excellent. So kind of love it.
Yeah.
Do the thing you love,
definitely.
and then it's not going to be a problem. Excellent. Any more thoughts in terms of tips?
My 19-year-old self needs to learn to listen and shut up. That was a real pain. I have learnt.
Is that a general tip for everyone then?
Well, it's up to you. It depends what you like. You know yourselves best. But you said, what would you tell your 19-year-old self? It'd be get out of bed, go to college, work, read, listen.
Excellent. Very good. So be confident, passionate about what you do. Listen. Matt, anything to add to that?
Be prepared to fail. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've totally embarrassed myself. I'm sure I'm going to do it in a minute on here and put my foot in my mouth. But yeah, just be prepared to fail. Don't worry about it. Just keep trying. That's probably it.
That is a perfect segue, because my next question was, tell us about a time that you've really failed and like what happened. So maybe Matty, can we come straight to you on that one then?
Yeah, definitely. So when I was younger, I used to love playing football. Played Full City Academy for a number of years. Got released. It was really crushing. It was what I wanted to do. But I just, you have to find other paths in life. I still play football, still really enjoy it, and I'm really happy with what I'm doing now. So.
That's a great story. So the dream was all about this kind of career in football.
Yeah, really wanted to play football, and then...
That just closed, and then suddenly you kind of turned it on, smashed it out the park with your A-levels, and off to most selective universities in the world. There you go. Nice one. I was well done to Matty. That's very good. Right. Anyone else want to tell us about? Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. So I probably shouldn't say this, but I said it in all of my kind of talks at the open events. What I think is great about Matty is you don't sound like the sort of person who you expect to be going to read law at Oxford, right? That's
I get that a lot.
yeah, no, absolutely. I just think that's fantastic because, like, that's then what we say. You know, what I go on to say to everybody out there is, you know, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter what you sound like, right? If you're passionate about it, you have the confidence, you go for it. Why not? Why can't it be you? Let's go and make it happen. Excellent. Right. So, someone else tell us something about a time where they've kind of really struggled and kind of what happened. Yeah.
I think when I finished my apprenticeship, I kind of realised that the job I was doing was not really what I wanted to do full time, kind of forever. If there's any quantity surveyors in the room, then you'll know it's very maths heavy, and I didn't actually do maths at college, didn't really enjoy it at school, so I don't actually know why I ended up doing an apprenticeship in it, but anyway. And I was kind of lost in what direction I wanted to go in. I had 2 years experience in construction, but I didn't realise what other jobs there were out there. And I looked into construction management, and it's kind of more the people side of it and the detail of the building rather than just the maths behind it, and ended up going into that and enjoying it so much more. So I think it's important to kind of keep your options open. And if you don't succeed at one thing, it doesn't mean that you're not going to succeed in the future. You've just got to find the right path.
Fantastic. So the actual course you're on was not really the thing, but hey, stick with it because there's some
led
other
me to
thing.
the right place.
Yeah, fantastic. Great. Any more?
I think for me it was in my first job. Like, I had the knowledge, but I didn't know how to really deal with people. My first job, so I'd never really had that experience or anything like that. So a big thing for me was just listening to people around me and taking on advice and learning that people adapt and learn in different situations and like adapting and overcoming that, because it was quite difficult at first. So over the years it's got easier, but it's quite daunting at first. So don't be afraid and just go and tackle it head on.
So how did you get better at talking to people? Because like right now you're sat on the stage in front of 350 people
It's
talking about it.
Just obviously at work and speaking to more people and people in higher positions with more experience and taking every bit of knowledge they have as well. And that's the biggest thing I could really pass on is just listen to other people and absorb as much advice as you can.
I'm getting back to Becky at 19. Excellent.
Well, yeah. I've made so many, and I'm not prepared to share with this audience what they all are, because I know some of them outside work. So I'd say the times I've mucked up have been where I haven't listened to my gut, where I've prepared for an event or a meeting or a decision that has to be made, and I haven't followed my gut instinct, or I've allowed myself to be persuaded to do something that goes against what I think I stand for or what I think the institution stands for. And I've often walked out those meetings thinking, why did I let that happen when it's against my gut instinct? So it comes back to the speech I did at the beginning about preparing who you are and who you want to be, and listen to your gut that tells you who you are, and do not sacrifice your principles. It got a bit deep, sorry.
Oh, that's great. I love it. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, so know yourself and kind of trust to that. Yeah. Absolutely. Brilliant. Right, so one last question. So, as I said at the beginning, like it feels a little bit grim, doesn't it, at the moment? There's all just kind of quite a lot of negativity in the air. But we've got all our wonderful people here, so much kind of talent and excitement and decency, as I said, out there. So I wanted to know, what is the kind of thing that you were most excited about in the future? Or kind of what is the biggest opportunity? What's the thing that you think is going to like really break out, or that you can get stuck into, or something like that? So yeah, what are you most excited about? Where's the biggest opportunity? Who's going to take that one?
Can I start?
Yeah.
I think young people. I think you care about the environment in such a way. I'm Generation X, and I'm really, really sorry. You're right. We got it wrong. Sorry. Can you help us fix it? And drive your passion for social justice and environmental sustainability, and keep on yelling at us, and don't listen to the people who tell you you're woke, because the alternative isn't worth being.
That's a great start. Any more thoughts? Go on, Matt.
Yeah, I think you touched on something really important there, and I think it's kind of like the fact that the future's unknown. You know, the page hasn't been written yet. We've got so many fantastic opportunities in front of us. We can go literally wherever we want to go. I mean, me personally, I don't really know exactly what I want to do after university, but you know, I'm sure, you know, I'm going to find a way. We're all going to find a way, and we've just got so many exciting challenges in front of us.
There you go. The future is just inherently exciting, and to be written and to be created. Absolutely love that. Great. Go on. Yeah. What else we got?
I'm excited for the future of Hull. I think it's got so much investment in it. I think all these big companies are moving in, and especially it was kind of previously seen as a city at the end of the line, wasn't it? Whereas I think now we should start looking at it being it's the city at the start of the line. There's so much stuff that's happening in the city and in the local region, and I think it's going to be an exciting next few years, see what's going on.
I absolutely love that. Yeah, like proud of yourself, pride of where you're from, and you're right. Oh, kind of this green estuary, all the renewable stuff that's going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of the kind of entry point and kind of Freeport, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, so this is an exciting place to be. Yeah, wow, excited about Hull. I wasn't expecting that as an answer. That's a fantastic answer. Yeah, go on. Anything else for us, Jonathan?
Like just touched on, Paul, like renewable sector, new technologies, new investment, things like that, and taking them opportunities and applying ourselves and bettering ourselves and whatever path people take and enjoying it really more than anything. Just enjoying yourself, enjoying what you do and making yourself happy.
Super staff. There we go. So, okay, so right, look, so we've got to believe in ourselves. We've got to kind of do the thing we love, right? We've got to listen, right? We've got to get stuck in. We've got to not get dissuaded if things don't go exactly how we want them to be. And we've got to be excited about the future. We all happy with that? Very good. Right, massive round of applause for our incredible panel. Thank you very much, panel.